Shemai GTA chums, everything at Simeon's is FOMO, and these are all old vehicles that have been removed. The Hackatoo drag, I recommend you buy at 82 grand, absolute bargain. I may review that. I don't think I've ever reviewed it, so I will do that if I get a chance this week. But the Riata is the one. I'm actually going to maybe I'll look at the cliffhanger if I have garage space. But the Riata, because it's an off-road one, is the one that I'm interested in. So I'm going to purchase this. I'm going to customize it, and then I'm going to take it off-road for only 400 grand. It's worth considering. So why not? Let's do it. Let's put it in the auto shop. Let's go. Here we are in our garage, and there's the other off-roaders with the latest DLC, but look how much of a monster this Riata is. 400 grand, it's like a third or a quarter of the price of any of those. And it's probably better as well, but we'll find out with the off-road performance. Let's customize it to the max then, and get that done, and see how good the customization is. I've had a quick look, and I'll tell you, it's quite nice for 400 grand. So armor and all that, we need to get that done. So we need to do all the brakes, bumpers. So this is the interesting bit, where you can put all these lights as well. The roof bar works, and all those front lights work. I do like having a bull bar on it. I think that's probably good, but we also like a winch. That's good. It's a shame we don't have that bumper and the winch though. I feel like that's where we should have gone. Like, this is possibly one to consider, the bull bar too. I'm not sure I like the way it sticks out like that, but it's good. But I quite like just the bull bar, so we're going to wang that on like a pro, and we're also going to put bull bars on the back as well for maximum protection. So that one's the best one. Primary and secondary, we can do all that business, but we're not going to. We're going to leave the stock stuff. Engine upgrade, we need that. Exhaust, this is a bit weird. We've got this exhaust comes around down here, and you just get a different tip to it. So I probably like the carbon tip best. Yeah, there we go. That's it. Grill, we can get rid of the lights basically. We don't want to do that. It's an off-road build. You need as many lights as you can possibly have, because sometimes you're up there at night. I'm not sure about this bit yet. You know what we need to do before we go to the hood? We need to go to the livery, and we need to get rid of that livery. I've got to be honest, it's rubbish. Patriot, that is a good one for if you're into the US of A one. We're not going to do that. We're going to probably go stock, actually. No livery, in other words. It's a Ford Bronco, isn't it? Of course, that is classic Bronco look to it. We can put some stripes down the middle. We're not going to do that. We're just going to leave it as it is. Did I look at everything? Probably, yes. Woodland Camo, I like that. Not that one, the Shrewsbury Hunter one. But those army ones, I just don't like them. What else have we got? Let's get the colour in as well while we're in the mood for this kind of business. Classics are free, so I'm going to pick one of them. And I feel like a kind of blue colour, so gasoline green, no, that is like blue, isn't it? But diamond blue, maybe too bright. Surf blue, just wang that on. I'm not sure it works. Well, it does work, but I'm not sure something else won't work better, like the light blue. And let's go with a surf blue, and let's put the secondary colour on, classics again. We're going to cycle straight through the blue because it's an off-road build, so for that reason I really want to do something off-roadish, outlandish a little bit. So sunrise orange or standard orange, I think it is. It's got to be. It gives it that off-road kind of look. Crew emblem goes on the door. Right, where were we? We were at hood, so we're at the bonnet. There's some good options on here. I like this little deflector. You can colour it in. You can make it orange. Orange looks good. I didn't think that would look that good. USA, and we have these bits. Oh, you can colour that in orange. Vented hood, but you know what? I think the deflector might be the way to go. That orange deflector on the front looks excellent. Lights, livery, where are we? Plate. Oh, we do need to change this. We need to go for that, and it's an off-roader, so we want... Where's the off-road? Come on, there it is. Okay. There we go. Oh, no, we're not exiting. We want to go to the roof next. We've got some options up here. We can put the cab on the back, just like the good old... Actually, the secondary colour looks good, but a bit too much. So if we were going to go for one, I'd go for the primary, but we're not going to do that. I like the open cab, the open back. So I think this is the off-roadiest off-road one. I've looked at all of them. Oh, no, it's not. I'm lying. The orange, it's got to be for an off-road build. Got to be that. And skirts. Now you get more ground clearance by putting the skirts up, so this one is probably the one to go for. No, not more orange, I don't think. Although I am tempted by primary slats, I'm not going to put them on. I think black's good. Suspension. We've got lots of travel on that suspension. I suspect we'll get away with competition. We're going to risk it. We're going to risk it. See how we do. We need to put the race transmission on. Did I do that? Yes, I did. Turbo, definitely. For performance. Wheels. Now, first off, we want the bulletproof tyres on. And second off, these look like off-road rims already, so I don't think we need to... I don't really want to change them. I like the look of them, but if I was going to put some on, I'm not sure if I'm ruining performance a little bit here by not putting proper off-road rims on. But we're gonna go with the stock, I think. Either that or the steely. This is the one, the lightweight steely. You can see the brake caliper there, and I'd probably colour it in black if we're going to do that. But we're not going to. We're going to go with what we've got, and that is it. Oh, it's not. No, it's not. Tyre design we don't have. Tyre smoke. Wanger black tyre smoke on. That is it. Excellent. Let's go through to the performance testing. In the city, for a big truck, the acceleration is alright, I suppose, pretty slow, as you'd expect with the top speed, and it does handle decent enough. Cornering's okay, and it's all-wheel drive, but what we want to do now, really, is to look at where it's at home and do some serious off-road testing. Let's do that. Well, it's dawn at the river, and we have all those lights working, so we're going to try and cross the shallow section first, and see how she does. No snorkels or anything fancy. Oh, but we're getting across. Slow but steady, not bad. Seems pretty stable, doesn't do anything funny like pulling wheelies. So that's good. Next, the deep section. Now, this is the bit where it could all go wrong. Well, let's try it. Let's hope she goes slow but steady. Those lights are still on. Oh, no problems. What a beast. Off-road performance through the water is no problem for the Riata. What a car. Next we're going to try a bit of ground clearance on these logs. No problems whatsoever, and that's with lowered suspension. I just approached that at an angle just in case you thought that was a bit funny. These logs are usually easier to get over, so it passes with flying colours. Next we're going to do the Mount Chiliad challenge. I've got a number of times for getting up Mount Chiliad the easy way, so I can compare to other off-road vehicles and see which one is the best. So let's do that. Onward to the Chiliad challenge, get the stopwatch out. We're off. Okay, we're doing nicely and steady going up the hill. Hopefully we've got enough power to just get through Chiliad. And yeah, it's not doing too bad. It's all-wheel drive, the Ford Bronco, and we're doing okay. There is another car just like this as well, called the Yosemite Rancher, which is Benny's version of the Yosemite. If you want to check that one out, it's also a very decent off-roader actually. We'll compare the times with that to see which Ford Bronco variant is the best. They're both kind of Ford Bronco-ish. They both have decent customization, but obviously a Benny's one has better customization, and I think the Benny's one is a bit quicker than this, but it is nevertheless making a solid attempt here. Oh, we're starting to struggle a bit at the rocks up there, so 51 seconds, bit of slip, but still decent. Okay, we're getting there. Not bad. We're at the donkey track. This is it now. This is supposedly easy street, unless I cock it up right royally. Come on, mate, let's do it. Just, it's very narrow here, very solid car though. A bit more power, that would be nice. A bit more power. But slow and steady, great for entry to off-roading. This is probably one of the best entry-level off-roaders out there, but there are some others that have probably been removed from the game as well, which I can recommend. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. Well, I'm trying to get around this corner and talk. Come on, we can do it. 134, this is good. What? 138, that is a bloody good time. That is. What are we up to here? Wow. Drop a like on that. Okay, now that I've calmed down a bit, we can compare the Riata to some other trucks. We can see from the Chiliad challenge table on the left hand side there that the Drauga is much faster, but it's much more expensive at nearly 2 million. A better comparison would be the Camacho, which is based on the cheap concept. It's actually cheaper at 345 grand from Southern San Andreas. It's also much faster by 13 seconds, but it does have a very different look. We can compare the recently released L35, you know, the Chevy S10 truck. It's only a second slower than the Riata and will cost you a whopping 1.67 million. And then there's a similar Chevy truck, the Yosemite Rancher, one of my favourites, at 1.185 million, including the Benny's upgrade. It's got a better customization, it's a hell of an off-roader, but it's a bit slower by 3 seconds, only on this easy route up Chiliad. So will you buy this car? Yes, if you have the cash and the garage space. It's one for the collection and certainly one for those beginning their off-road adventure. I should mention the Sand King SWB, which is free to pick up off the streets of Sandy Shores, but it's 10 seconds slower and much less capable as an off-roader, plus it has weak customization. So there you have it. Another good car, removed by Cockstar, more FOMO to sell shark cards, but it's cheap, so get yourself deep into the off-road. I hope this has helped, and thank you for watching.